What's good, YouTube? Nappy Boy 92 here, back again, once again, and today, people, it's Thursday, so you know that means we have another Pokemon Top 5 countdown ready to go for you guys. Last week, we had the choice between either Electric-type Pokemon or Grass-type Pokemon, and Grass-type won. Now, let me tell you, this was the closest vote that we've had so far. Grass-type beat Electric-type by 2 votes. Yes, by only 2 votes. So unfortunately, Electric type has to sit out for a second week in a row. But Electric type users, you will have the choice to vote again for Electric at the end of the episode. Now, this top 5 countdown, as well as all top 5 countdowns that I do, is 100% opinionated. Meaning that if you don't agree with it, make sure to share your top 5 in the comment section below. Now, for my top 5s, I choose not to use legendary Pokemon because I will be doing a top 5 legendary towards the end of the series. But like I said, it's opinionated, so you can choose to use legendaries in yours if you would like to. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Starting off our countdown this week, in the number 5 slot, we have the one and only Cradilly. If you guys remember back a couple weeks to our top 5 water-type Pokemon countdown, the number 5 slot on that episode was claimed by Crawdon. I gave that to him because he's unique and overlooked. Cradilly is the same in that sense. I think a lot of people don't give the fossil Pokemon the credit that they deserve. Cradilly being a grass-type fossil just adds to its uniqueness. I think a lot of people really just overlook him simply because he's paired up with Armaldo, and personally, I like Armaldo more than Cradilly, so I mean, that's a good example right there, but at the same time, Cradilly is a monster Pokemon. When I did my Sapphire playthrough, Cradilly was the only one that Steven had that gave me any trouble at all. Luckily, I had my Gardevoir on my side, getting crits left and right, and I just shit all over Cradilly. But still, he's cool, he's awesome. That's why he's number 5 on our countdown this week. Moving right along, in the number 4 spot this week, speaking of cool and awesome Pokemon, as well as overlooked, we have the one and the only Carnivine. Now, to me, Carnivine is one of those Pokemon that I really wish that I would use more often. I don't really get the chance to use them that often because I'm not really, I wouldn't say I'm not really a grass-type trainer. It's just I don't tend to really use grass-type Pokemon at all. So for me, just looking at Carnivine, he's fucking awesome. He's fucking awesome. I think if anyone deserves an evolution in the next generation of Pokemon, it's definitely Carnivine. What they could do with him, I'm not really all too sure, but just, I mean, the dude looks fucking amazing. That's a cool grass-type Pokemon right there. And for someone that's not a huge fan of grass-type Pokemon, that's an accomplishment in and of itself. So Carnivine claims the number 4 spot on this week's Grass-type Pokemon countdown. Continuing on our countdown this week, in the number 3 spot, we have Breloom. Breloom earned his way on the countdown simply because this is a strong-ass Pokemon right here. And he's also unique like our previous entries on this week's countdown, simply because he's grass and fighting type. And trust me, if you've ever used a Breloom, you know exactly what I'm saying when I say this dude is powerful as fuck. Now, he earned his spot on the countdown, but at the same time, the number 3 spot was a giant toss-up for me because there are so many different unique grass-type Pokemon. Breloom beat out other Pokemon like Cacturne, Leavanny, Tropius, and others like that, so unfortunately they didn't make it on this week's countdown. I know that may break some of your hearts. I mean, I know Cacturne, he's motherfucking cool, but unfortunately Breloom was stronger than all the rest, and he earned the number 3 spot on this week's countdown. Moment of silence for those that didn't make it. Alright, let's move on. Claiming the number 2 spot in this week's countdown is one of the OG grass-type Pokemon, Generation 1, the only Victreebel. Now, a lot of people want to give me crap some weeks saying, oh well, how come you chose so-and-so? Or like for example, they'll say, how come you chose Victreebel and not Weepinbell? Like, dude, when I choose a Pokemon like Victreebel, that just includes their whole evolutionary family. Like, just give it the credit, right? Just give it the credit. Either way, Victreebel, I think, should have been retyped or rebranded or whatever you want to say as Grass and Dark. I mean, that's one dark-ass motherfucker right there. Victreebel is motherfucking cool. If I had to choose a Grass-type Pokemon to be on my team, I'm pretty sure, excluding starters, Victreebel would be my number 1 choice. That's probably why he's number 2 on this week's countdown. That dude is just cool, period. Victreebel's number 2 on this week's countdown. I don't know what else to say about him. Claiming the number one spot this week is a 5-way tie, and some of you may see this as a little lame, but at the same time, can you really beat Venusaur? Can you really beat Meganium? I mean, they're fucking awesome. Superior, he's fucking awesome. Torterra, it's a fucking landmass Pokemon. It's so fucking awesome. And then, Sceptile, I'm not a huge Sceptile fan. But still, either way, the number one spot this week goes to the starting Grass-Type Pokemon. No matter how cool Victory Bell is, no matter how cool Cacturne or any of the rest of them are, you can't beat fucking original OG Venusaur. You heard me say it just a moment ago when I talked about Victory Bell, you know, he's my favorite Grass-Type Pokemon excluding the starters. I mean, that's why. You can't get any better than fucking Venusaur. Venusaur is the man, yo. Meganium, motherfucking Brontosaurus, that dude is amazing as well. So, that's why this week's number one spot goes to all of the starters. You can't beat them. So there you have it, people. That wraps up this week's top 5 Grass-Type Pokemon countdown. If you did enjoy the video, please remember to smash that like button for me. And as always, share with us your top 5 Grass-Type Pokemon as well. Now, Electric-type did not win this week, but luckily for you guys, next week's choices do include Electric-type and Psychic-type. I think you guys are really going to enjoy both of them, so it's going to be interesting to see who wins next week's top 5 countdown. As I said before, hit that like button for me if you haven't, and as always, people, thank you for checking out the video. You know me, YouTube, Nappy Boy 92. I'm out.